Although Song Hye Kyo wasn't among the winners at Baeksang 2025, her presence still took center stage in a special segment called Memorable Stages, hosted by actress Yoon Hae-ran. The screen replayed emotional highlights from previous Baeksang Awards, including the moment when Song Hye Kyo won Best Actress in 2023 for her performance as Moon Dong-yoon in The Glory, a career-defining milestone after more than 2 decades in the industry. As the footage played, the camera didn't focus on Song Hye Kyo herself, but rather zoomed in on an unexpected subject, Lee Byung-hun, her former lover. This wasn't a coincidence. Baeksang is known for its keen eye on capturing the reactions of emotionally connected individuals. Viewers braced themselves for some flicker of emotion, a subtle smile, perhaps a wistful glance. But none came. Lee Byung-hun remained utterly expressionless. Strangely, it was this blank reaction that stirred the most emotional response from the public. A love once revered, what we never really knew. To understand the depth of this moment, one must revisit a love story that once gripped South Korea in the early 2000s. Lee Byung-hun and Song Hye Kyo met while filming the iconic drama All In, 2003. Sparks flew both on and off screen, and despite their 12-year age gap, the couple soon went public. Rumors of a possible wedding even circulated. But the romance ended as quietly as it began, less than 2 years later. No public drama, no scandal, just a quiet breakup. Insiders cited personality differences, hectic schedules, and differing views on marriage. At the time, Song Hye Kyo was in her early 20s, just beginning to rise to fame. Rumors swirled about her emotional devastation post-breakup. Even a decade later, she referred to that relationship as her most unforgettable love in an interview. A telling sign that some first loves leave permanent marks, no matter how long the years stretch on. The expressionless face of someone who once loved deeply? So what did Lee Byung-hun's frozen face truly mean at Baeksang 2025? Was it indifference, or something more layered? Often, those who have endured emotional turmoil learn to protect themselves with a blank facade. Emotional detachment isn't always apathy, it can be the hardened shell of past pain. Perhaps, in that very moment when Song Hye Kyo's speech replayed on the giant screen, Lee Byung-hun wasn't just seeing an award-winning actress, he was glimpsing the girl who once stood beside him on the All In set, hand in hand. Or perhaps, the emotions really have faded into a distant memory, no longer requiring reaction, no longer demanding acknowledgement. Just a quiet ghost of a once burning flame. Diverging paths, one quiet, one radiant. Post-breakup, Lee Byung-hun married actress Lee Min-young, settled into family life with their son, and continued thriving in both the domestic and international film industries. Though his career endured, it wasn't without bumps. His name has been tied to several controversies that marred his image. Song Hye Kyo, on the other hand, remained publicly poised. Despite other romantic heartbreaks, including a high-profile divorce from Song Joong-ki, she maintained a pristine public image. In recent years, she reinvented herself with The Glory, solidifying her reputation as one of Korea's most enduring talents. They chose different ways to walk away from their shared past. Yet, whenever their names are mentioned in the same breath, even briefly, the world can't help but take notice. Can the past ever truly sleep? The fleeting moment at Baeksang 2025 didn't change the course of their histories, but it did revive long-buried curiosity. It was enough to prompt people to revisit forgotten stories, to speculate about unreadable expressions, and to remember a romance that once moved a nation. Some love stories don't need a happy ending to be unforgettable. Some expressions, even empty ones, carry thousands of unspoken words. And Baeksang 2025, whether by accident or design, became a silent stage for the return of a memory.